My name is Adrian, and I'm a person of Shincheonji. It means new heaven and new earth. We believe in the Christian Bible and all of God's promises and salvation through faith in Jesus Christ. And I feel blessed to call myself a Christian today, though that was not always the case. I was born a Shia Muslim and raised to be one. My core, my values, the whole sum revolved around it, and I learned so much from that belief. But I was never satisfied. Instead, a curiosity intensified. Christianity, what an oddity, perhaps a new identity, and yet it lacked a clarity. So many ways of believing, expressing your feelings, orthodoxies, Baptists, Methodists, terminologies. Wanted to find Christ, but where do I begin? Yet you put it on me to choose the truth when everything is branded as true. What do I do? Nothing. I did nothing. Years go by now, a young adult man, wide-eyed, hopeful, but man, was I immature. And man, I was lost. Not the kind of lost navigating careers, goals, or aspirations, but the kind of loss that leaves you desperation, frustration, a question. Why? Why is the world like this? I looked at the headlines, saw only corruption. I looked at my feed, protests, and demonstration. I turned to religion. I got more confusion. Then I looked at my chem tutor, and I saw a Christian. My tutor's a Christian, that's all I knew. We'd have discussions about the world and its many religions, its situation and its condition. If men have no conclusion, perhaps God has the solution. But never once did he mention church or Bible study. So I took the liberty and asked him about Christ and Christianity. What is its believability? That's how I found myself on the road to Shincheonji, to Christianity. Another year passed and I was what one would call struggling. I took a chance to find my answers, trusted Jesus to help me grow. I began a Bible study to see just what this book could show. But I was inconsistent and slow. It wasn't my fault though. I was dealing with a lot. I was failing my courses and thought dropping out was the answer. And God, I don't know why, but I had so much anger. Despite my inconsistency coming out to Bible study, my teachers from Shincheonji, they were genuinely respectful and kind, never accepting a dime for their time. So I knew in my heart and mind, their goal was never to convert me, but to show me what Jesus meant when he spoke of love. Love is when you lay down your life for a friend. Love is when my teacher drove to meet me in the middle of the night to help me better communicate with my roommate I was arguing with. Love is when my teacher encouraged me to give education a second chance. Love is slow to anger. Love is Jesus pouring out his blood for a new covenant, a promise of grace and truth everlasting. As a person of Shincheonji, I am what one would call transformed. Through the words of Jesus Christ that my small group teacher had explained, the anger I felt inside can now finally be healed. I stuck with college and passed with C's, but that's not the limit of what my teacher sees. He challenged me. You can do better, see? Do better for God. He says be perfect. Therefore, as your Heavenly Father is perfect. I got an A that summer, and I'll get an A this coming semester. Most importantly, as a person of Shincheonji, I learned that believing in what you can't see is not believing in it blindly. Because faith is being sure of what we hope for. What do I hope for? How can I be sure? Who am I? There is a reason God said he determines our steps. Learning the Bible was the help that I needed to accept. That Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. Found my salvation in this revelation built on Jesus' foundation. Confess with my mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord. It's truly by grace, I have been saved. The Bible is not a fictional novel. It's factual, logical, more importantly, reflectual. So ask me, who am I according to the Bible? Matthew chapter 7 verse 21. My identity is a believer who believes in God's will. Revelation chapter 14 verse 6. My hope is to save and change people's lives through the eternal gospel. Revelation chapter 22 verse 17. To give freely like Jesus, asking nothing in return. This is why I'm not ashamed to be a part of Shincheonji. So I say and plead, listen to this testimony. There's a reason we have 2 ears and a mouth. Listen more, talk less. Let the truth speak for itself.